This is your weekly business brief brought to you by the Associated Industries of Florida, the voice of Florida business. Session update from the Capitol in less than 3 minutes. This was a big week at the state capitol as both the House and Senate dealt with workers' compensation, a critical issue that affects the bottom line for all Florida businesses. Both the House and Senate bills relating to workers' compensation public records exemptions moved forward in the process this week. One of the abuses Florida's employees face within the workers' compensation system is that their information is open to the public once they have filed a claim, and then they become inundated with outreach from attorneys pushing them to take their claims to court. House Bill 1107 and Senate Bill 1008 address this issue by exempting the private information of employees filing a workers' compensation claim from public records. Associated Industries supports protecting the private information of injured or deceased employees. The House version of the workers' compensation bill was read for a third time on the House floor and passed. This legislation addresses the issues within Florida's workers' compensation law that have been deemed unconstitutional, specifically the issue of rate increases, attorney fees, and claimant benefits. During the amending process on the House floor, several amendments were defeated that would have eroded the bill's ability to reduce workers' compensation rates. Associated Industries supports this legislation as it will help create a fair, self-executing system to every person or entity involved. The Senate, however, passed a different version of a workers' compensation bill in the Senate Committee on Rules. Associated Industries opposes this piece of legislation as it does not adequately address the rising cost of workers' compensation rates on Florida's employers due to increased cost of attorney fees. While Senate Bill 1582 will move on to the full Senate chamber, Associated Industries hopes to continue to work with the legislature as we are confident that there is a solution that will address all aspects of the workers' compensation system in Florida so that Floridians can avoid unnecessary, costly, and time-consuming litigation and receive the benefits they need if injured at work as quickly as possible. On Wednesday, House Bill 1421, relating to property insurance assignment agreements, also known as assignment of benefits or AOBs, passed the House Commerce Committee. This legislation seeks to address the fraud and abuse within the process of assignment of benefits by removing the one-way attorney fee, which will reduce AOB lawsuits that drive up property insurance costs on Florida's businesses and homeowners. Associated Industries supports reform to the AOB process to protect consumers against these abuses. A bill relating to transportation network companies, also known as ride-sharing, has cleared both the House and Senate chambers and is headed to the governor. House Bill 221 aims to establish a regulatory framework for transportation network companies by setting in place insurance requirements and preempting authority to the state. Associated Industries supports statewide digital transportation service policies to create price competition, promote consumer choice, enhance customer experience, create jobs, and remove anti-competitive local regulations. And finally, AIF members gathered in Tallahassee for the annual mid-session briefing this Thursday, where Commissioner Jimmy Petronis, Representative Jay Fant, and Insurance Commissioner David Altmeyer addressed the members and provided an outlook for the remaining days of the 2017 session. For more details on these issues, visit AIF.com and stay tuned for future updates.